On this video, I'm going to talk about a frequently asked question, which is, do I need to know everything about the business and how it works when I first get started? Hi, I'm Lucy. I help female business builders to expand their team and scale their business online. A frequently asked question from a new member. Do you get this? It's like, oh, I need to know everything about what's in the products. I need to know everything about how the marketing plan works, how people come in, what levels they're at, and I need to know everything before I get started. It's not everybody that asks, but there's a certain type of person that likes to feel that they have to know everything. They don't want to feel like they are having to go and ask somebody because they won't feel professional or they don't sound like they know what they're doing. And to a point, it is good to know things, of course, know as much as you can. But if you look at, I've kind of look at it in 5 ways. So the first way is when you start new with anything, you just have to get in there, get your hands dirty, get a bit messy, fall down, stand up again. Just when you're like a toddler starting to walk, a baby going into being a toddler, and they pull themselves up and they start to walk and they're all excited, and then it's like, oh, I didn't quite make it. And that's what you're doing when you're starting a new business, when you're starting a new career. You have to get support. If you're going into a new office job, there's going to be somebody supporting you, hopefully showing you the ropes, what to do, where to find things, where to get the paper, where the filing system is, where to go for meetings, and all of that sort of stuff. So the first step is to know that you don't have to know everything. And in fact, you're not going to know everything. Even probably years down the line, you're probably not going to know everything. So get over yourself and get on with it. The second thing is that you've been brought into your networking business by your sponsor, by your upline. And that is the person to go to ask the questions. So if you're not sure about something and somebody's asking you over here, well, how does a business work when this happens? And you're thinking, I've got no idea. I've only just got started. That's when you go to your upline and you say, you can tell the person, I'm not sure about that. I've only just got started, but I have a fantastic sponsor. I have a fantastic mentor, and I can ask them, and I'll get back to you as soon as I find out. Go and ask them, get the answer, go back to that new person. Go back to then fulfilling the answer to this question. So what does that do? So that's the second thing. The third thing is what that does. It shows the prospect that there's support, that there's a system of support. So this person that they're talking to has somebody to go to give them and to resolve that question and give them an answer. And so it's like, okay, so I'm not going to be there on my own when I come in. You're going to help me. And if you can't help me, then your upline is going to help me. Not that they'll think of it in those terms, but they'll know that there's a system of support. So that's the third thing. The fourth thing is that there are generally other resources out there from the company. So as long as you're somebody who is curious about those resources, who is happy to go on to the website, take a look through, dig a little bit deeper, see if you can find out if there's a training program within the website, or if your sponsor has a training program that you can get onto, and find out if the answer to your question is on there. Because we are coming in to make people independent. So if you can be independent in finding the answer to that question, okay, I don't know it, but let me see if I can find the answer. And at least if I've tried and I can't find the answer, I still got my sponsor. So that might be the fourth thing. Look at resources. And another thing that this does for your prospect is that they now know that they don't have to be perfect when they come in, right? So it's not about them having to learn everything and understand everything and know the ins and outs. They just have to have a willingness to go to work, be ready to listen, be ready to learn, and The support will be there. The resources are there. And in this moment, it's hopefully their understanding, if they're bright enough, their understanding that they're not going to be on their own when they come in. So it's a really good thing not to know everything, right? With those 5 points, it's a really good thing not to know everything. So if you're feeling like you have a lot of these people in your team, make sure that you share this with them. That's the first thing. If you feel like there's somebody this is going to help, who's stalling, who's stopping themselves moving forward because they don't know everything yet, then do share this. And if there's something for you that you feel like, well, I need more guidance, I don't have that sponsor, I don't have that system, I'm kind of a little bit out there in the ocean in a dinghy looking around thinking, help, I can't actually see anybody that's going to help me, I can't find anything that's going to help me. If you're that person, then there are resources around this video that you can click onto, and you can get into a free Facebook group. You can certainly ask me. You can get onto the 10-day recruiting bootcamp, and that's another free resource. So there are lots of things that you can do yourself to make that happen for you and to get more support for yourself. So I hope that helps with that question. If you're receiving that question, if you're getting people in your team that are stopping themselves from moving forwards because they feel they need to know everything, then they don't. And you can share that with them. So I'm going to wish you an absolutely awesome day. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you again soon.